Criminal justice system needs reform for multiple reasons. The main reason is that the criminal justice was put in place for the deterrence of the propulsion of the black community.
The criminal justice system in America is flawed due to systemic racism.
As a person of color, I would say that the criminal justice system is trash. I say that because I can't even say that I'm a brown person, because I apply for things and people are like, no, don't say you're a brown person, because if you say you're a brown person, you're not going to get the job, you're not going to get the scholarship. And I think that the criminal justice system is really messed up. I think that the whole country is messed up.
It has been shown that disproportionately, black and brown go to jail at a 70% ratio higher than whites.
Protests have sprung up across the country to address the broken system against people of color.
I think that the criminal justice system needs a lot of work. I think that so much needs to be done, and this isn't going to happen overnight, because there's some things that have been set in stone. There's some things that are concrete. There's some things that you can't even break, fix, and it's going to take a lot.
Police brutality has been a lingering issue in America since its roots. Now more than ever, we are holding the system accountable.
I think the criminal justice needs to be reformed because there are so many flaws in it, and if it needs to start anywhere, it needs to start on equality. There's people who are scared to walk around being brown, being black, being whatever, There's some people that are scared to mention their sexual orientation, Equality is where it needs to start. The seed needs to start there, it needs to grow, because people aren't seeing the same way.
The Civil Rights Act of 1964 happened in the middle of race riots. As it currently stands right now, our country is on the verge of another 1964 race riot. As you've noticed, we just had the Million MAGA March literally 3 days ago.
March 1st, 2019, I was arrested for a DUI. Before I could get out of my car, 2 police officers stopped me and they're around my car. They told me to pull my window down, and they asked me, they say, "Are you Rodrigo Sanchez?" And what's really funny about the story is that after I was arrested and everything came out negative, they said I was detained. But to start where this happened, I was at work one day and I was just feeling horrible, and as the day went on, I was just feeling worse and worse and worse and worse. And where I work, we have cameras, so my employer only saw me that I was looking horrible, and she pulled me to the side and she talked to me. She asked me if I was under the influence, and I told her that I wasn't. I just told her that I wasn't feeling very well, and she just told me to go back to work. And then as the time went on, she just pulled me to the side again, and she told me to go on a break, and I did because I really needed to. I felt horrible. I go on this break. I oversleep my break. A coworker comes to my door. She knocks on my window, and she tells my manager that I'm knocked out. I was just sleeping, and she knocks on my window again. She pulls me out of my car. I go to work, and my manager, she pulls me to the side a third time, and here she tells me to get my blood tested. So she gives me a paper that tells me where she wants me to go, and I go to this place, and they said, stop being a smart aleck, and I get out of my car, and here they make me do these tests. And even if I was sober, I probably couldn't even pass them. They tell me to stand on one leg, they tell me to put one foot in front of the other. Maybe I could have done that, but I was just feeling horrible. And the police officers, they only say, "Hey, you're gonna hurt yourself. We're just gonna take you to where we have to take you." They didn't tell me where they were taking me. They only put handcuffs behind my back. They handcuffed me. They put me in the car. One police officer sat me. The other police officer put a seatbelt around me and took me to a hospital to get blood tested. And I had no idea, like I tell you, where we were going. These police officers, they didn't tell me. They only took me here and they picked me up and they walked me into the hospital, and they sat me down in front of a nurse, in front of a doctor, and this person took my blood, And then the police officers, they called my dad, and my dad came to pick me up, and